na manope nyema ko se
so I want to come the bed to me ya a first trophy
majide
first trophy first major trophy and I say
major dey ya je le nye trophy
what's that your trophy nti dey na ekuto na na
me person me use west but say the trophy
acha your radio su uti di pim esikafo adefo so ho penimfo etitire na ehwe me so esa tie yen
but enye trophy enye major trophy
e na o church trophies
Mickey Mouse trophy enye trophy nya dia abe ahawen me started the boy chi me who preseason Man United mo board ntinyamo ye enye ade hu ya enu akra wan hye obodro na transitions na team veget 12 munye bibi hu ya si anya to wase bo na mo bo no yes na fa bi na ye anything you be analysis na fa bi one my shame crime but it doesn't mean we any trophy cup we last season Enzo Maresca free championship by oje odunumu so wan fa nya bibia
ano dey heading
no the koji conference dey club world cup but what G trophy we they fairly say down man watch the first major trophy Manchester United a trophy so
and trophy near dey
Mickey Mouse trophy
sani a trophy no
summer series say Mickey Mouse obi an fan kasa
you see
any Arsenal so J Emirates Cup ni Barcelona J one cup
eno ye Arsenal sam me tima sam na make
also gas waji major trophy
eno dey me problem
we any trophies
dey me person me kire say ya je a major trophy di rest season ni mu
is there a major trophy in fact major trophy be in rest season no only major trophy di rest season mu super cup ni ade we any major trophy me so e dey na major trophy ni dey match na o create the cup no ma akra se mo je ase mo nyina mo de man kra
and I was trophy near there Mickey Mouse
trophy Mickey Mouse
when communion
eh
na ai ukwa sorry ya
bulls ya no
and there so communion there the two onum na nkasa no ye ta kan bread on trophy na mkoje na mu dwa nipa so mu no
mu ne
se ewiase na mo na mo ye the best club no trophy na mo je na communion trophy
we odie
ketebose
odie na we go
ya ji trophy o abedina say a Mickey Mouse
sama is club stripper boy we
bobo class na boy o betimi abobo boy
Bournemouth movie
so meba o bo anu anya botere so Bournemouth
we say 3 clubs
Bournemouth result last season
3 clubs the boy Bournemouth ebobi West Ham ebobi Everton ebobi mo nyina say mo say 16 for 15 for
the uncle check it table no
don't go check it table who dey say
oh na 16 for am say yan ko check it table na
na West Ham would say and away from the West Ham D check who West Ham D na check baby a AED your friend say Everton D na check baby a Bournemouth D omo me young big boys no be in an Andy gacho no be more rest be more holidays and then a big boys na returning to preseason ya na say na to was omo me big boys kakra no so no be more Asia and pay big match it won't count don't rush it why
ya tro why na wan kasa what the ban ya tro dey na
summer series and that's a summer cup summer series
and ase na dey
champions na nipa 3 come
board yenko yenim
na say they are champion dey bi o baby a KG2 omo choice am school be the first one e no choice na wa ben e wo school mo
azame na oka no
me say so ko KG2 na so omo choice am so ha obi the first I don't just say KG2 ni no defense on one
enti anopen wo gia tum say trophies ni or trophy
na me Chelsea hand to Mickey Mouse
okay so what you say say am ni problem
ani
enti sa na tie dia emigina na nka nche say sa communion trophy bi na am kwaje no
trophy ni dia mo bi badge on bo so 4 years no we obi a kan asem who players want to be a possess badge trophy obi no Man United player ben mo possess badge trophy the Mr. United player ben want to possess badge trophy
anopa onko media no so onko
ferry we a trophy
ko XCA trending number 1 oh nyabotre
trending number 1
so be say akọ sa e na ebetumi akọ sa trending number 1 is Manchester United and the reason here say ya a major trophy And your more teams to say West Ham.
Now the West Ham your team.
Now Premier League now we have
senior West Ham and Corey, Graham Potter team West Ham and West Ham
here then and Gary.
Corey.
West Ham here then and Gary.
Check baby West Ham D. Check baby
Bournemouth D. They name say ya G major trophy nti enko
any major trophy massa. Any major trophy massa. No credit. Oko XCR trending number 1. Akwatia by election any university.
Any Ghana.
Who trying to
oh.
Not a Ghana.
And I want what?
What you trade?
Hold on.
That's a Ghana is a word.
No.
David you missing Ghana.
Missing training number 1. Oh, go out Ghana there.
No, but Ghana is a word. It's you train no word. They say Ghana bem.
That's why now the Indian come no.
It's what you have to say.
Oh no. Me too ye na e ya by family.
Wow.
Me Enra, I love what I watch.
First half, yes.
Both halves in na.
Yes.
Super.
Enye super so ya to wase. E me han wani. Enye super. Rich. Enra boy no to boy.
Obi ma me ncho ade Mbuemo no. Oye hybrid of Ronaldinho and Lionel Messi combined.
Hybrid.
Hybrid. As a waka Ronaldinho. Any Messi omu prime. Big time.
See, Enra. Mbuemo last game of the summer series and you won. Congratulations to Manchester United. No problem. A very, very good feat, sir. Now, Mutimi winning summer series. I think that in possession, maybe one ma Ruben Amorim here for me. I felt that okay. Now it looks as if say in possession, Ruben Amorim has almost everything that he needs to play this kind of football, but for one thing, and Makani several times, just a midfielder comfortable enough to sustain pressure and sustain the possession. Now, Uche mu game na mo call na Rich. Mu two wing backs no in opposite direction. It is all share. It's Diogo Dalot and Koyuza Lobo on the right hand side no, played from the left. Then Amad Diallo rather played from the right. Now, Adinti and Ruben Amorim yes sir. In fact, when I saw that, I was excited. We are United here. Come and see something. The fact that he played opposite wing backs in their opposite positions, no, for me excited me and I felt okay. Ruben Amorim person maybe. Unse de be see any Ruben Amorim in common. Yes, about in a 3-5-2 or a different variation of the 3-4-3 with inside things. Now, what that the advantage that gives Manchester United is a lot of central overloads. Near kind of central overloads, no. Unya players be park in Fiifi. It is Sadia. Senka Ubo left-footed player on the left winger. Enka normally on the back of byline. It's your say in this situation. Enka Boni Beka and Brentford friend Amad Diallo on the left hand side. He would have taken it to the byline. Enka Beka cross. He will stay on the byline. But because you are playing Amad Diallo in an opposite position, Boni Beka on the left to Swar, he is forced to go inside into Shaya. It brought Manchester United players in close proximity to each other for quick one-touch passes. And that's what I'm saying, that in possession, United were brilliant. But that also has a downside. It also United team now. Boni become Diola. Quick, no be a 1, 2, 3, no more. And then now kind of transitions. No, the transitions were good. They were very, very good in between the lines. In fact, I was pleasantly surprised. But the problem is
when you say about season, you know. So far, team amounts and the transition is smooth. Manchester United.
The problem was that in such a situation, watch.
And yeah, Jimmy Tim on rough.
Yeah, it is.
More Penny, Bruno, Amadino, Mbuemo, Cunha, Radiame. Mbuemo in there. I say I pay 20 coca.
Let's have my Brentford.
When you bought Papa.
Rich, the in possession was good, honestly speaking. But only say so obey very objective and way aside. You realize now want me keep it born and chessa. I thought it'd be an
especially defense. Too porous.
That is why Rich, I was telling the last time that you need a controller.
Yeah. And now I'm a
yeah, you need a controller. Yes. But I think that if you need you get a central midfielder to control the game, know when to play for it sometimes, when to hold on to the ball, and then control the transition. It was good. Rich, to be very honest, I love in possession Manchester United. The only thing was that after someone losing possession, I became a 4-4-2 without the ball. That is where I wasn't too excited, Rich. The connection of Bryan Mbuemo, Bruno, and Fiifi Cunha centrally was one of the best things that I saw with Manchester United. And the central overloads was brilliant. And like I was telling you, the closeness and as a proximity of everybody in between the lines was also a very, very good one for Manchester United. How you control the ball.
On the ball,
so because you say naturally on ball Rich, you see, and then you see, oh yeah, coach, and that's who developing number 6. Fashion trim say and then number 6 no. And so no so who ball ni be ball.
Ball no ni crowd.
Yeah, number 6 top teams will not use you like that. And I think that's why Manchester United maybe have to go down and then find where to get in number 6. And now first trophy.
Pacho be a trophy me no
Pacho me be
Mickey Mouse trophy now can.
Na so we na trophy we hear you so.
Wa trophy gina o kakaka giant trophy. We say Mickey Mouse.
And then giant trophy we a giant.
Bakofi ene pan me so analyst.
Are.
We are very, very good.
You come more than analyst.
Say who observe what they are. We are very, very good.
You come more than analyst.
At the end of who Bruno Mbuemo. Oh na na say.
But we can't get you out there.
No, and you be and be who say dey. And you be and be who. And on the watch say we are top notch. Why are there?
No, senior man we are.
I am Mbuemo.
We are not the phone and a picture we are
But we fake.
We fake.
Now we know when say na not.
Because the phone there.
Fine man. Fine man.
The phone there, the phone.
Oh, there. Now if you were now boys in Nefuti.
Who is the boys in Russia?
No, I'm out for who born now, Bono. And on my start to show me and Craby being in true. But the food there no close up. I want the game 90 minutes.
Maybe I said something to you.
Me say circulate X and you crack.
Okay, if you don't go di.
Where?
You call Cameroon.
Oh, yeah.
Cameroon the Gary.
No, one come baby or England.
No.
So no chance say you be really do know what joining US. To be on the first game ni and say Kofi, what they play how won the first game at the Manchester United. Look at the combination.
Oh yeah,
with Amadino,
Cunha,
oh my goodness. This is a proper player.
But I can't defense the midfield. But this summer I'm over to
come.
That's it. Yeah, change some over to season. Rich and transfer stories no be better to form updates any other day. Yesterday, Chelsea officially unveiled our brand here friend João Hato. But before we go that, Rich Barca for say the registration of our brand here friend Juan Garcia is imminent. Tuesday, and our brand here friend Marc-Andre ter Stegen, Ekoye Sani said, with Sergio Emilio Leglis El Bordeaux. Now he is back. Barca will have a crunch meeting with him. When you say they are supposed to send the documents of the medical data of a branch of friend ter Stegen to the Spanish Football Federation board, La Liga board. Said Omatia says okay because of this injury and recovery, he'll be out for 5 months. And they say even before that, Barca will be able to register Brantia Juan Garcia to be on next goalkeeper. The good news is that Barca are closing in on going back to the Spotify Camp Nou around the 12th and 13th of September in that game against Valencia and El Honom. A contract extension for our Brantia friend Erik Garcia is very, very close. Very, very, very close. Which is a Barca a lot of midfielders. Casado, Banal, Pedri, Gavi, midfielders. Even Daniel Olmo to an extent as an extended midfielder of Barca team in him. And today, Barca for say, you obi to say Erik Garcia. They don't see Erik Garcia as a midfielder, but more of a backup to Brentford friend Jules Koundé, because our Brentford friend Hector Fort most likely is going to lead the club, and they have to make sure say no a backup in the defense area. Which yesterday officially, Chelsea announced a Brentford friend João Hato. I want to indulge you in terms of fullback depth. Is there any club that has the quality that Chelsea has, Anna?
Is there? I doubt.
Especially just for fullbacks. because right back Chelsea Rhys James any Malo Gusto. Say
from position to be all 3.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah. Because even at right back Joshua Champion betimi ababeka. Say over Rhys James obetimi abo as part of a 3 back. And you see any man Chelsea full back on Ehuno. They have somebody that can play as part of a back 3. Rhys James corner betimabo as an inverted midfielder, like he played in the Club World Cup final against Paris Saint-Germain. Then there is Malo Gusto. So both of them can play as the conventional fullback, and they be kind of say or go up and down the touchline, no, as doing overlaps and underlaps and the likes. No, they can do that for you. Rich, Yasanso who Malo Gusto most times last season he inverts into the half space. More like on top of the diamond as a number 80B, sir. It is same for the left back. Last season, Marco Correa could play as an attacking midfielder against Bournemouth for 1 into the half space. Open as an inverted fullback or Obama. Open as a normal fullback to keep the waiter. Again, Marco Correa does that for you. Then they've added another 19-year-old Jaro Hato, who is athletic enough to keep the width, athletic enough to play inverted, athletic enough to play as part of a back 3. Chelsea just needs either of these two to always be constant for them. They can always variate. Now, and now when you listen to the guys, I was saying they're returning for preseason and they're Madrid are returning and all of the players are in. You see, Chelsea for only some plan, they say they want it to be difficult for clubs to predict how they are going to play. Any of the players can be starting. Exactly. But sometimes a fair idea, you're able to prepare. So, team where but if only fair idea, it leaves you in a little bit of a dilemma in terms of finding who is going to play where. Rich and now, João had to buy 7 years contracts. And on the Baby Realm or Utie Ayas Amsterdam for now. Almost say Chelsea for now should take care of our branch friend João Hato. And now making a debut for the Dutch national team in November 2023. 6 times Wabo games Rotterdam. Obama Ajax in the 23-25 season, and in 2025 to 2032, and they are all contracts with Chelsea Football Club. Now, Rich, Abra Chelsea for one unveiling a bench friend João had to pay and a Javi Simons. Echo ne post nasi. And echo commenting was yes, me boy. Rich, at this point in time, I think Javi Simons a pushy for the deal for Chelsea Football Club because Wako Leipzig can finish by you. Boy, and now Santa could comment was here. It is clear that Javi Simons is preparing to join Chelsea Football Club. What we are hearing, and they said, like I've said several times, Chelsea has to sell. Even after Armando Broja, I think that still let's say Chelsea yes sales and sign Javi Simons baba. Still let's say sales ever. Ideally it is Christopher Nkuku. But Rich, in the negotiation for Medunanajo for a bench friend Javi Simons, Leipzig Forum have asked for a possible swap, not a direct swap, but a possible swap to an extent between Javi Simons and a bench friend Tyreek George. Makani several times said for me, Tyreek George instead of a player, me 2 and 2 is about as a young player, and on a lot of game time with Chelsea. Although Tyreek George Nangasa Suji to me said the competition is a little bit too much for him, and he probably has to go elsewhere. Leipzig Forum have asked questions about him. Chelsea Forum will be willing to let Tyreek George go permanently, either to Leipzig or any other club, but most likely to Leipzig. Senebeye facilitate the deal for Brantia, your friend Javi Simons. It will happen. It's only a matter of time, and it's because Chelsea Forum have to make sales. Christopher Nkuku and Chelsea Forum returning, he won't be part of the pack because on also air chain the move will debate me a free Chelsea Football Club. No, be Bibia Ayakama. The head is Esteban Willian, star boy, no, he's in London. Okay. It's and then boys thing now, but no more training near there. He's going to be part of the pack. Ombe yomu training, ombe planning, Bibia Ayakama for and then preseason almost starts. Esteban Willian Beba, Kupama Beba, Dario Sugu Beba, Rhys James Muna, part of the team that Chelsea are going to have. The plan is to make sure that next season they will play and play. Me who are the Malo Gusto Instagram, and I was excited. Rich Malo Gusto said, although Omaji Club World Cup, no, Omunim say trophies be on ma. Asumbu we are searching Club World Cup. And as the season starts, that is where the focus is on. We will see how Chelsea will go on in terms of the rest of the season. Club World Cup, that's so much Club World Cup, no, all the other games. Which when I heard this over the weekend, I was excited. A good move
to Villarreal.
For you near Thomas Day party is when you a move to Villarreal. And it's a place where he can.
But I shock him a class on Saudi Arabia.
I
don't know, say, be our new suitors or there.
Now, who to me have Villarreal suitors? I bet many Saudi Arabia suitors. Maybe he still wants to play you. You say, this can come on. Make a choice say, Pakemo, come on there and say, meal. Oh, no, rich. £250 a week there. Watching the bear for 5 years. And yet, party did. I mean, he is.
Uncle Pepinka.
Uncle Pepinka Saudi. I think that definitely he is going to go to Saudi Arabia when the time is due. Maybe it's a time no so. Or because Saudi Arabia. Ademola Lookman is saying, I'm not excited, Rich. Atalanta has to find a way.
If you channel can say Pepe Pana,
Ademola
Lookman. Come on. You need time.
Yeah, Madrid boys and Swaba.
Come me my video be.
Video where?
Me small go now, Shane. Say no, I can't tell you.
I am one shop.
I'm telling you.
I was shocked. Now say Messi man, Makacho say a top player. I wanna know.
What is a pass in the band? I can't tell you.
Yeah, send what you can put.
I know Bob when he say.
Messi Mount or a top player. I know there are no two ways about this guy. Makacho say.
The new Messi Mount.
Or you new one.
The new Messi Mount.
And they say this year no better scanner motor no.
I know I go down Brentford and say, dear Mamma Mia.
Mati, Rich.
No, I know who should give me. When to marry me on. We are making video now.
That's a dog on your Man United new.
Oh, man, force I'm an Arabi.
Oh no, Bassing.
Go near serious.
It's serious.
A serious papa. They play a Catan and Bastel. A bobo and your angle no. And now open a.
So, and no coach can create the Mawat here for. It's my mania fast. Now, if I'm on Senebia dog a bit my torso. Never dear Pomodin Comono. At the marriage, my first code no a BW8E982E3 NAFS code no. I was screens no so. Second one no a BW8E96FEO. Third one no a BW8E969B7, and the last one a BW8E9567F. Richard.
Okay, because I'm going to say